What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's doing excellent. The weather is incredible in New Jersey, so hope you guys all have an excellent weekend. If you're going to the game, feel free to stop by J21. We'll be tailgating pretty much all morning from 8 o'clock on, so stop by and say hi. Thank you to everybody that's been watching our videos and checking out our streams. Definitely appreciate it. So, Jets-Ravens home opener. If you're going to the game, get in the stadium early. Get in by 12:30. They're going to have a nice ceremony for 9/11 at 12:45 with the national anthem and the flag. But get in there, be loud, be proud. We got to create some kind of home field advantage for this team at some point, especially in this type of game. So, to me, to be honest with you, I'm not going to give you a detailed X's and O's breakdown. It's not really what we do on our channel, but I'll just give you a kind of overview of what I think is going to happen. I think this game is going to be ugly, man. I think it's going to be ugly, not in terms of the score, in terms of just like a hard-nosed, physical game between two teams that are trying to establish themselves and create an identity, that also are dealing with some injuries as well. So if you look at the Ravens offense, obviously it's all about Lamar Jackson. He's put on some weight to be like a little more physical. He's trying to improve as a pocket passer, but it's all about their running game. It's about their offensive line, dominating the line of scrimmage, ground to pound. But their offensive line's kind of banged up right now. You have, as of this video, left tackle is unknown Stanley, so it'd be Juwan James there. They're starting a rookie center, Linderbaum, the guy that we all wanted in the draft. But so for the Jets defensive front, this is a game that Quinnen Williams and John Franklin Myers and Carl Lawson have to create havoc and stop the run, and just sell out and stop the run, and try to make the Ravens one-dimensional and see if they can beat you with Lamar Jackson's arm. Obviously, he'll go after Mark Andrews, and the Jets have struggled to defend tight ends as long as I've been a fan. But that's kind of where it is. I think the Jets defensive line has got to get after it. And dominate. And if they want to platoon guys in and you want to bring in whoever it is, Jacob Martin, Bryce Huff, however you do it, constant pressure, relentless pressure, contain, hold the edge, and make this team one-dimensional. And I think they can do that. I think a lot of people are selling the Jets defensive front short because it's very easy to say the Jets suck, their defense sucked last year, all that stuff. And they're kind of ignoring the talent they've added, the talent they actually had that should be year two of their scheme. So in the passing game, they have Bateman, they have Andrews. I think Sauce Gardner, I think the Jets secondary should do okay with DJ Reed and Jordan Whitehead. So that matchup, I think, it's going to be fascinating to see how the Jets defense holds up and how they adjust throughout the game. The offense now versus the Ravens defense is where it kind of gets a little hairy because the injury of Dwayne Brown kind of sucked the life out of me. I'm like, man, what are we doing? Now George Fant goes to the left tackle, which is probably where he's better, but you've been bouncing him around this entire time. So now it's like he's got to get new chemistry with Tomlinson again. Now you have a rookie starting at right tackle who's got to get, acclimate to playing alongside Veer Tucker. You got to get your line calls in place. You got to do all these things. And I hate those kind of changes at the last minute before the game. Now that's adversity and you got to adjust and nobody's going to feel bad for you. But it's kind of concerning, especially when Joe Flacco's not all that mobile. But how do you offset that? The Jets have a group of tight ends. They can, you can add protection with tight ends. You have running backs in the backfield. But this is where you have to rely on your running backs to be good in blitz pickup or just pass, just picking up any kind of defender. So, Breece Hall is very new to that. Michael Carter has been okay. Ty Johnson, we'll see what happens there. But Mike LaFleur has got to get the ball out of the hands of Joe Flacco very quickly. Joe Flacco, obviously you don't want to force throws. You can scheme a lot of different things. So, and then, I think the Ravens secondary is very good. So can the Jets receivers get separation? Will the Jets be able to run the ball? Now that's, another good question. So to me, this is going to be a low-scoring, hard-fought, ugly game. You want to see the Jets come out with a ton of emotion, come out fast, come out physical, play like they did against the Giants. Now, I know the Giants was second and third string, but have that tenacity, have that intensity. Feed off the crowd. The last thing you could afford is to come out and be down 7-0 right off the bat. Like, this is your time to set the tone, and it's like, and it's adversity. Like, Saleh tried to spin a lot of good things here with Dwayne Brown saying, well, it's next man up, and, if Dwayne Brown goes on the IR, you got to go sign somebody. But it's never a dull moment with the Jets. So in terms of the score, I think this is going to be like a 20-13 game, 20-17 game. And I don't want to do this. I hate picking against the Jets. In my heart, I want to see the Jets pull this out and kind of right the ship and get this, the season on a good note. Just get everybody in a positive mode and get this team buying in because they're so young and they're buying into everything Saleh says. If they get manhandled on Sunday, they get pushed around, it kind of takes away some of that, you're like, man, we're all getting no break, but we're not doing any of this. So in my heart, I love to see them come out fast and surprise everybody and set the statement like, here we are. We're the New York Jets, and we're going to play, physical smash mouth football and get after it. But I think the Ravens find a way to win this game. I think in many aspects it comes down to coaching. And even though the Ravens changed their defensive coordinator, I have a lot of faith. And I just respect John Harbaugh so much and his staff that I think they will find ways to beat Saleh and his staff. So I'd say like 20-13 Ravens, or maybe some in that range. And I want to be wrong. Trust me, I want the Jets to win this game badly, but I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it's a very competitive game throughout for everybody going to the game. Something we can enjoy. Like you watched the Bills and Rams last night. Like it's so much excitement, at least going into the fourth quarter. You want to see good football, man, especially for people going to the game. Like you spend a lot of money going to these games. You want to get some return on your investment. So I hope the Jets show up. You get their best effort. They come out flying. We have a lot of fun. And if they find a shock the world and win, that'd be excellent. So thank you for watching and have a good day.